Hola, my loves. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Karey, and I make faith-based content. I do a little bit of lifestyle, and we chat about life. Basically, just about anything that's happening or whatever topic I feel I need to talk about. Just all about life experiences, opinions about that. And today I want to be honest with you guys. So, like I've said, I make faith-based content. That is my main niche. And how I make my episodes, it's not, I don't just wake up and say to talk about something. Like, God has to give me the message. It's not just something I decide to make. That's why if you check my channel, I haven't had a faith talks episode for a while. There's a reason, because I haven't had a message to talk to you guys about, and I just don't wake up and start babbling. I can't just wake up and start babbling. It has to be something God has put in my heart to talk about, because it's not just an episode. It's a message. It's talking to somebody out there, impacting a life, encouraging, changing a life. So it's not just talking. It's something that God puts in my heart, and then I talk about it. I make an episode of it. And I've been struggling lately. And you can't give that which you don't have. Sometimes as believers, you go through moments where you feel alone. You feel like God has forgotten about you. You feel like your prayers are not being heard. Like, I'm praying and God, I feel like you're not hearing my prayers. Any Christian who tells you doesn't go through that, number one, they're lying. They are. Every believer goes through that. You go through moments where you just feel deserted by God. Sometimes He is there, but sometimes you feel like God, I'm talking to you, I've been praying, and it's like you're not listening. So because we are human beings, you grow weary. You start to feel like you want to give up. It breaks you. And when I'm going through that, I cannot make a faith talks episode because, number, I don't have a message to give you guys. Second, I can't give that which I don't have. It's very simple. It's like love. You can't, if you don't love yourself, you don't have the ability to love anybody else. That's how faith works. I can't give that which I don't have. And when I'm going through those difficult moments, when I'm feeling discouraged, when I feel like I don't have any hope, and I feel defeated, I'm feeling broken, and I'm going through a spiritual warfare. I'm feeling like maybe God is not really listening to me, which He is always listening. Trust me, He's always listening. Just, we are human beings, and we go through those things as believers. You just go through moments where you feel like, hey, God, are you still there? Sometimes you're like, what's going on? And when you're going through that period, you really cannot sit down and start encouraging somebody, because you're also not encouraged. For me to fill your cup, I have to be whole. I have to be filled, because I cannot fill you if I'm empty. And sometimes as a believer, you are empty. You don't have anything to fill, because for me, my faith talks episodes, it's about filling somebody. It's encouragement, it's giving hope, it's passing a message to somebody. And if I don't have anything in me, then I have nothing to give you. I cannot refill you if I'm empty myself. I have to be filled myself first for me to be able to fill you. That's just how it goes. I cannot fill you if I'm empty. And so it's difficult when you're going through those seasons, and you have to be there for yourself. You have to be strong, because when I come to you guys and I make a faith talks episodes, I have heard this message from God. I don't just wake up and turn on the camera and start talking. It doesn't work like that. And I just wanted to be honest with you guys, and it's tough sometimes. That's why you need people who pray for you, because there's no such thing as too much prayers. Trust me, we all could use a little bit of prayers, and I just wanted to have an honest, vulnerable conversation as to what goes on, behind the scenes. What really is going on, and because I haven't had a Faith Talks episode in a while. I really haven't. There's a reason for that. I've been going through spiritual warfare, and I'll make guys an episode about spiritual warfare after this. Because you go through not even moments, like days, sometimes weeks, where you are really struggling to talk to God. You're really struggling as a believer. You're going through stuff. There are things that happens to your life and you're like, hey, God, are you sure you're there? Because life can really put you in a position whereby you feel just really defeated. And it also breaks you when you are praying and you're not getting an answer. And I know God is there. Trust me. I know He's always there. He's always listening. He is always present. I know. I do. Just sometimes as a human being, you get worn out. You get really worn out. And when you are worn out, you don't have the drive to keep going. You get really, really beaten down. And there is just simply nothing in there. But our God is ever present. He is faithful. Even when you feel He is not there, trust me, He is there. He is. Because you look back and you realize He was there the entire time. You just didn't see Him because He was, He was working behind the scenes. He was planting a seed, and the seed takes time to grow. So during that wait, it's very hard to wait on God. Let me tell you something. True believers know this. Waiting on God is not something for the faint-hearted. People say, wait on God's time. Wait for the right time. God will do it. Wait for His time. Saying those words, it's easy. Doing the practical thing of actually waiting, that's very hard. It's a very hard thing to sit and wait on God. Trust me. It takes a lot of prayers, a lot of grace, a lot of faith. Because sometimes when you plant a seed, before that seed germinates, you don't see anything. You don't see the seed. You don't see the fruits. You don't see anything. It's basically bare land. And during that period, after planting, and when this seed germinates and starts to bear something, during that period of waiting, that period is very, very difficult for a believer, because you have faith, but sometimes it gets shaken, because when you're waiting, you're going through things and they are shaking you to your core. And you find yourself feeling very, very, very broken. But God is there. But the wait is tough. And then you find people who are not believers, they seem to be doing just fine. And you feel like, God, I am waiting on you. When will you come? So it takes a lot to wait on God. But it's always, the good news is about waiting on God, it's always rewarding. It's so rewarding that when you wait on God, when He finally comes, sometimes you feel like, God, at this point you are showing off. When He finally comes, when He finally shows up, when the seed germinates, I'm telling you, it's so worth the wait. It's so worth the wait, the tears, because some people develop anxiety, the anxiousness. It's worth the wait. It's so worth it when you wait on God, because what God gives you, no man can take, number one. But what the world gives you, the world will take back. What the devil gives you, the devil will take back. But what God gives you, it's permanent. So the wait, it's so worth it. It's difficult, but it's worth it. So wait on God. I promise you. Goodness, I promise you, waiting on God is so worth it. I never knew joy until I fell in love with God. It's a different kind of joy. It's a different kind of happiness. It's a different kind of feeling. It's so hard to explain to somebody who is not a believer. I don't know how to explain to you how it feels like when you fall in love with God. It's just peaceful. It's joyous. It's a reassuring. Even when you feel like, oh my God, it never happened. Your faith tells you it's going to happen. Hold on. Stay and hold on. It's a different kind of life. It's a different kind of happiness when you get to know, when you fall in love with God. I'm telling you, when I fell in love with God, the only regret I had was, why did I not get here sooner? You know, it's so worth it when you fall in love with God, when you wait on God, when you believe in God. It's the best thing that will ever happen to you. You know, what you reap out of being in God's kingdom, it is totally rewarding. It's so rewarding. Anyway, I just wanted to, have a conversation with you guys. I wanted to make that episode. Just have a vulnerable, honest moment. Because like I keep saying, I will be the Christian who will tell you the truth. I will not sugarcoat things. I will not pretend to be perfect. I am nowhere near perfection. I'll show you that, guys, it's okay to go through things. It's okay to feel like it's actually normal when you feel like God has forgotten about you. It's part of being a believer, trust me. It's just part of it. So it's not abnormal when it happens, but you need to fight and soldier through it. That's the only thing you need to do, Don't sit in that state. Don't make that the state permanent. Don't make a moment permanent. It's a moment, but don't make it permanent. So when you feel it's okay, but remember, God is, even when you feel like He's not there, trust me, He's there. He is listening. He is hearing you, and He is working. He is just working behind the scenes. When the seed is planted, you need to wait until it germinates. It takes a little bit of time, but it will. Anyway, I'll end this episode at this point, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment down below, engage me, engage me, guys. Talk to me. Tell me, what have you gone through? What is your vulnerable moment? Have you gone through a period where you feel like God was not there? And when it was over, how did God reveal Himself to you? How rewarding was it? Because it's always very rewarding. I'll see you guys, my loves, next time on the next episode. I love you so much. Thank you for the support. I celebrate each and every one of you so much more than you can ever know. Don't forget to invite people, please, so that we can grow this channel. We need to grow this channel. So invite people to join, so that they also don't miss out. Why do you want to be the only one getting these messages? So invite other people so they can be part of this family. Bye-bye, guys. I'll see you next. Bye.